3, 2, 1. Yes, sirree, buddy. 32. 32. And we got some crazy shit for you today. Oh, damn. I lost my fucking spot. I had a good ass opener, too. I guess I'm going to have to click through all these Johns. Lizzo started a rumor. She's pregnant with Chris Evans' baby and he loves it. Oh, God. Who the fuck would play into that? Dude, if I was in his fucking spot and Lizzo says, yeah, I'm pregnant with his baby. Dude, I'm running out of the fucking country. God damn. Shame on you, Chris Evans, for playing into that shit. Why would you want to do that? She's such like a fucking drama queen. Such a fucking drama queen. If Fall Out Boy lost like 2 or 3 of their shows, they canceled 2 or 3 of their shows out of the Hella Mega Tour. So honestly, who the fuck's complaining? Because, you know, we know that they were only put in that tour just to sell more tickets. They're not really a rock band. Maybe they used to be back in, you know, 2005. But I mean, come on, dude. That tour would be A-okay with just Green Day and Weezer, honestly. And Chris Cornell's final photo shoot pictures are to be sold as NFTs, which, Matt, I know you'll find that interesting, because we started talking about NFTs probably about, I don't know, like 15 episodes back. But, yeah, Chris Cornell's final pictures of him, and they're right here, you know, they show them right here, are going to start being sold as NFTs. And I still don't completely get what NFTs are. And Axl Rose here, they're starting to perform again. He looks like he lost some weight a couple years back, man. I was seeing some pictures of Axl Rose. Dude, he looked like a Ziploc bag full of Jello. You know, full of pudding. He was not looking good, but if this photo is recent, man, he's looking good. He's looking good. Oh, by the way, Joey Jordison is dead. I don't know how he died. I actually didn't read anything on like how he died. I knew he was struggling from health conditions for years now. Because around the time he left Slipknot, he was having some issues with his legs, and I don't know if that was what killed him or not, you know, over time. But wow, dude, I can't believe he's dead. That's crazy. So another original Slipknot member dead. So Paul Gray and Joey Jordison now. Is there one other one? No. I don't think so. Could be wrong though. I haven't been listening to Slipknot as much as I did when I was in high school. Still have their banner though hanging up right here. I'm looking at it. So I found this pretty interesting. The Offspring's drummer says that he was dumped for not getting vaccinated. And when I look at the picture of these guys, I don't know if it's still the original lineup. It actually might be, which is pretty impressive. But yeah, this fucking drummer was dumped for not getting vaccinated. And I was trying to look for articles and stuff for this. And I just fucking hate CNN. I just hate Fox News. I hate all of it because, like I say a million times, like every episode, it's just all fucking negative shit, man. It's like, just, you go on like Fox News and CNN especially, it's just dread. You know, you get like this feeling of dread. Like going onto these websites, man, it is not good. It is not good. They literally, I think CNN literally has a tab for news called terror. Terror. You go on there if you want to feel terror, I'm guessing. That's fucking crazy. Sony Music roars back with 1.82 billion in quarterly revenue. But that's Sony. What the hell do you expect? I really got to start organizing. Oh, I felt real. Oh, here it is. Fetty Wap mourns the death of his 4-year-old daughter, Lauren. I Love You to the Moon and Back. Man, that sucks. Let's see what happened to little Lauren Wap, you know? That's his last name. I don't know. Doubt it is. Fetty Wap is remembering his 4-year-old daughter, Lauren Maxwell, with a touching tribute on social media. The Trap Queen rapper honored his... I'm going to move this mic a little bit. Honored his mini-me by posting a beaming photo of her via Instagram on Tuesday, August 3rd. Hey mini-me, my twin, he captioned the post with heart and butterfly emojis. I love you to the moon and back. Forever and ever best friend. So he also went on Instagram Live to celebrate her life, calling her my shorty and kissing her photo he was holding up. 30-year-old artist, he's only 30, encouraged his followers in the emotional video to post butterflies. Okay, I want to see how she died though. I don't know if it says on here how she died. The cause of her death is unknown. Okay, well that sucks. That sucks. I feel really bad for him. He had that real good song when I was in high school. I don't know. I'm not real hip with the common rap these days. You know the CR. I'm not really too hip with the CR these days. But he had some pretty good hitters there on the radio back when Evie was in high school. And then Fred Durst, dude, you seen Fred Durst going up on stage at Lollapalooza with a wig and like red sunglasses on? That band's weird too, man. They've always been weird, but Limp Bizkit now is just a fucking dumpster fire on stage, literally, man. I swear to God. Oh, I'm clicking on this. Tom DeLonge tells Mark Hoppus about his favorite Blink-182 albums. I just want to see what the albums are, and I'll talk about the albums. Okay. Tom DeLonge was asked to name his favorite Blink-182 albums by none other than Mark Hoppus, his fellow co-founder of the influential pop-punk band, during the recent conversation between the two on Hoppus, Apple Music powered, blah blah blah. But DeLonge offered more than one answer, unable to pick a solitary favorite. Still, the couple of choices he presented actually make perfect sense, coming from the Angels and Airwaves frontman who started Blink-182 with Hoppus in San Diego back in 1992. Been around since 92? After all, it can't be easily played favorites when you're one of the artists who helped create the works being judged. Still, when you get down to it, the now estranged Blink guitarist vocalists understandably seem to favor the albums that marked high points for the act. I would probably say that's a really good question. DeLonge responds with Hoppus asks his favorite Blink-182 record. God, there's so many great things about all of them. I really like, obviously, the 2003 Untitled album in the sense of exploration musically that we did. 2003? What album was that? But I also got to say, when we did 1999's Enema, I was thinking of Tool. Enema of the State, it's a good album. Dude, that album was like, I don't know, love it or hate it. I kind of love it and hate it. Because that was the album, that was Travis Barker's first album that he did. And that was like their big breakout album. That was like the equivalent to Dookie to Blink-182. Like Enema of the State was Green Day's Dookie, I think. Kind of broke them out. But I kind of love it and hate it. You know, songs are good, some of the songs aren't. The latest After School Radio had Mark and Tom going deep, not just on Blink, but also their friendship and their ideas about fearlessness, a topic no doubt raised by Hoppus. Owned fearlessly after being diagnosed with cancer this year, the bassist and vocalist is currently undergoing treatment. Yeah, I already covered that. Wow, that was really disappointing for him to say Enema of the State. I mean, I thought he was going to say like Dude Ranch or like Cheshire Cat or something. Like, I don't know, some of those really old albums before they kind of broke out. I don't know. I just clicked back and saw Lizzo, and I quickly clicked away. And Biden, our fucking president, Biden shows he's ready to make drastic moves in COVID-19 fight, even if he's not sure they're legal. Dude, our president is willing to fucking break the law to push his fucking liberal, half fucking minded agenda. What a fucking joke he is, man. What a joke Biden is. God, I wish he'd just get fucking COVID already and pass out forever. Take a dirt nap on the desk. I mean, dude, this guy is a fucking tyrant. I mean, everywhere I turn, I'm seeing shit about him that is like... this guy is a fucking joke. We're living in like some fucking fucked up movie where the president, who vows to fucking, look out for the best interests of this country and the citizens of this country, he's like fucking it up. Ready to he's ready to fight COVID-19 even if he's not sure they're legal. What the fuck, dude? Guy's a fucking maniac. Dude, I give him a year and a half. I give him a year and a half till he croaks, because he is not. I mean, whether you like him or not, he's not well. He's not well. Have you heard him talk? He can't talk. I mean, I know sometimes I stumble over my own words, but that's because my mind travels too fast for my fucking mouth. But I'm 23 years old, dude. This guy's fucking almost 80. He is not cognitive whatsoever. He doesn't know what city he's in. He falls up the stairs. Falling down the stairs is understandable. I fell down the stairs one time. I was late to school, and at the time my bus stop was a block up from my house, and I was late for school, and I was running down the stairs, and then halfway down my foot slipped off the edge, fell down half the steps, hit the bottom, rolled, got up all in one motion, made it to the bus stop. That shit's understandable. Yeah, I'm sure there's plenty of... I mean... Dude, I had a friend who fell down the steps one time. He never spoke the same again. This kid could barely fucking talk right. And he fell down the steps once. Whole staircase, too, might I add. Fell down the steps once, spoke different for the rest of his life. So falling down the steps is understandable, but you fall up the steps, you're a fucking muppet. And he did it 3 times. Fucking Joe Biden. What a joke. What a joke he is. I'm embarrassed of that fucking guy. Fucking scumbag. And then now colleges are imposing $500 fees on unvaccinated students. Oh my god. Oh my god. I can't believe the shit that's happening right now in this country. You're gonna fucking charge students a $500 fee for a choice they make? Well, what's next? You're going to start charging girls in colleges $500 if they had an abortion or not? Oh, did you have an abortion this year? Oh, yes, I did. Okay, $500. Fork it over. Tyranny, man. Tyranny of the United States of America. Not really united anymore, man. I've been saying that recently, We should change the name, because we're changing the names of everything, right? We're being offended by shit, so we're changing the names, this and that. Well, why don't we change the name of the United States? Just the states. Or no, the shit show states. The shit show states. Sorry, I have a dip in, and I'm trying to not sound like I got loose dentures in. The fucking shit show states, man. That's what they should rename this fucking country, because that's all it is. Let's go back to music, huh? Music, the one thing where we could fucking escape from all this shit. Because I did find some good shit on Billboard. And I think I lost it. I think I lost it. There was a bunch of good ones though. Oh, and I wanted to say too, last episode I was talking mad shit on ZZ Top. Because I saw a bunch of these articles, like, one after another, and I got pissed off, and I didn't, like, read into them, but I guess one of the guys died, and here I am just talking shit on them, making fun of their beards. And, you know, I found out, like, later that day one of the guys died, so, you know, sorry to that guy, sorry to his family, but I still don't feel any different, though, about the band, but, yeah, sorry for that. Felt like shit. I'm like, damn, I just fucking destroyed them on here. Oh, here's another one. The Offspring's Pete Parada exits band over vaccination status. The drummer. See, it's crazy. He got fucking dumped for not being vaccinated. What is that? Breaking Band, new 2021 U.S. tour. Rob Zombie reveals his first look at the costumes for the Munsters reboot. Anything that guy does is gonna be good. I don't have to look at the pictures. Here's another one though. We are on Loudwire, by the way, and they never fail to, you know, throw in a Metallica fucking, you know, thumbnail here. Looks like Lars Ulrich is taking a shit. Yeah, dude, there's Fred Durst. He's got a fake fucking... I don't know if that's fake. He's definitely got like a gray wig on and sunglasses, but then he's got like a gray handlebar mustache. Looks like a pedophile, like, who's just released from prison, like, under a new name and shit. D. Snyder. There's another one on D. Snyder. D. Snyder didn't want to play live until COVID shut shows down. Huh. Let me take that out. Here's another one. Dude, they never fail. Dave Grohl. Here's another one. Dave Grohl and daughter Violet cover X at Lollapalooza 2021. Here's another one. Metallica. Rock stars celebrating birthdays. Whoa, surprise, surprise. James Hetfield. Loudwire. Loudfire, they should call it. Yeah, man, I don't know. Let's go on InfoWars. Let's see. It's going to be one of those slow episodes, too. The Olympics. What's going on with the fucking Olympics? I keep hearing shit show stories about that. Trans YouTuber Chris Chan to be jailed with female inmates despite allegedly raping 79-year-old mother. What the fuck? Fuck you, dude. She put to death. Raping your own mom? 79 years old. You should see this creep, too. Looks like Tiny Tim if he gained like 300 pounds. Wow. Ken Burns. Olympics. Yo, what's going on with Governor Cuomo? I keep hearing like sexual harassment shit on Cuomo. I don't know. Hold on, give me 1 second. I got an idea. Because we're off to a slow start here. Okay, I got some albums here for my very big CD collection. I just had this idea just randomly. I picked 6 albums, 6 CDs, and I thought it'd be cool for me to go over them. I picked some CDs that I'm very familiar with, and maybe if you guys are interested checking them out. Let me start here. So I got Sublime's 40 Ounces to Freedom. This is a really good album, and I think Matt told me this, so I'm pretty sure. I think they recorded this whole album with no click track, which is really impressive. For those of you who don't know what a click track is a metronome used by drummers to stay on time. So how it usually goes down in the studio is the band goes in, they record drums first, so the whole band will play in the studio, whether in separate rooms or in the same room. Usually separate rooms if it's a widely spaced out studio. But the band will play the song, and the guitar player, the singer, bass player, and any other members, they're playing like a scratch track, I think they call it. So they're not really playing what's going to be on the CD, but they're playing just for reference for the drummer. So when the drummer is playing with the band doing the scratch track, he's actually playing his real recording that's going to be on the CD. The other band is just playing just for him, something for him to reference to. So, they put the click track on to keep the drummer on time throughout the song. Really good drummers, really, really good drummers can do it without click tracks. But you gotta be really good. You gotta be really good to keep that timing to where it's not really noticeable. But this whole CD, I guess, what's his name? Bud something? I don't know. Probably says right on here. But he did not use a click track, which is really impressive. And looking back now, listen to the whole album, I can kind of hear it. The songs, the word unstable isn't the right word, but it is very volatile, but it's really impressive. So this is an awesome album, and it starts off with Garden Grove, which is a perfect opening for this. Then What I Got, Wrong Way, Same in the End, April 29th, 1992, Santeria, Seed. Seed is a really good one off this. That's probably my favorite off this. But yeah, this is a really good album. I do not know what year this came out. Probably 92. 1996, actually. So it's far off. So that's a good one. Interesting fact about that, too, with the click track. And the next one I got here is Green Day's 21st Century Breakdown. This came out in 2009. I remember when this came out because I remember hearing 21 Guns on the radio all the time. And that's an okay song, but they overplayed the fuck out of it. Like every other song is better than that one. But this is awesome. I mean, it's typical Green Day, but by this time they were big. Like big, big, big. This was 2009, so it was 5 years after American Idiot, so they had already made their comeback and made a whole shit ton of money again and shit. But this was done in a big time studio. I think Butch Vig did this, and if you listen to this album on, anywhere, headphones or in your car, but if you were to listen to it on like a stereo speaker, like those old school stereo speakers, this is a really, really well done album. Like you can tell they did it in a big time studio, put big time money into it. It's just so loud and it's so produced. It's so well produced, and it's fucking long as hell. There's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18. There's 20 songs on it. So it is definitely, I would consider it a rock opera, I guess. I think that's the word, because there's a story to it. So American Idiot was one too. It was all one continuous story. There was characters and timelines and shit. And same thing with 21st Century Breakdown. But definitely one of my favorites, because it's so awesome and it's so loud. And if you just listen to it on good speakers, you'll know what I mean by loud. So that's a really, really, really good one. And I got Primus here, Pork Soda. This came out in 93, 92 maybe. Let's see here. 1993. Okay, so I was right. This is a really good album. This was the album that got me into Primus. Let's see, when did I get into Primus? It was probably about 16 when I got into Primus. And My Name is Mud was the song that got me into them. Because I listened to that first. I found them. I listened to them first. And I was like, holy shit. I was like, what the fuck is this? So I looked into them, and they're in my top 10, definitely. I would even say like in my top 5 favorite bands of all time. I mean, this is a really good album, but I wouldn't say it's for everyone, but most people do like it. Like when I think of Primus, I think of this album, and it's iconic for Primus. But songs to check out on here, I guess, is obviously My Name is Mud, DMV, Mr. Crinkle's okay, and then Hail Santa is the secret track, and it's a kind of a play on words. Hail Santa, you could figure that out, but that's really creepy, that hidden track. But yeah, not much to say about this. Influential to me, definitely. Good album for them. And then I got Alice in Chains Unplugged here. What year did they do this? Trying to see. This might have been 1996. 96 maybe, that they did the Unplugged. One of the best Unplugged I've ever heard, just in terms of just quality and talent. I mean, I'm not big on Alice in Chains, but I mean, these guys are the fucking real deal, or were the real deal. And I mean, look, any Unplugged you're gonna get, chances are the band is good. I mean, Unplugged basically separates like the men from the boys, because any band could kind of sort of make themselves sound a little better playing with loud amps and loud drums and stuff. But dude, once you get in this room, in this big ass room, and you plug an acoustic guitar in, an acoustic guitar isn't very forgiving. There's not much room for you to make up on if you fuck up. So these guys got, anytime somebody does an Unplugged, they got acoustic guitars, and then the drummer usually has his drum kit, but he uses a stick. He doesn't use a regular wooden stick because it's too heavy and it's going to be too loud, so they use something called hot rod sticks or bamboo sticks, and it's basically made up of, it's about the length of a regular drumstick, but it's bamboo in like these real thin strips, like these rounded kind of strips, and they're bound together at the top and at the bottom by like a red tape, and then the bottom has like a rubber stopper on it, and that's what the drummers usually play for, like they play their drums with, because it's a good alternative. It's not as heavy as a regular drumstick, but it's not as light as like a brush stick. It's a perfect in between. I actually have a pair of those sticks, and they're cool to have around, especially if you're playing that. But awesome album. Probably Nutshell is probably my favorite on this, because, or Down in a Hole. I mean, all of them are really awesome because they did such a good job. And the MTV Unplugged, they had so much money to put into production and stuff. So I'm gonna move the mic a little bit. So of course, it's MTV, so they got all this money to put in the production. So of course the sound quality is gonna be good, but you really need a good band to back it, and all the best have done it. Nirvana, Pearl Jam, STP, Godsmack. Actually, no, I wouldn't consider Godsmack Unplugged when they did it, because only their guitar player played an acoustic, and the bassist played a regular bass, and the drummer played with regular sticks. So, I mean, I guess that would be semi-unplugged, but they still killed it. So, yeah, it's a good one. Who else did? No, actually, Live. Live is probably my favorite. They did my favorite Unplugged. They're probably my favorite Unplugged when Live did it, more than anybody else. I mean, that show was awesome. So, and then that brings us into the next album, which is Live, Throwing Copper. This one I started to get into more recently, like within the last year. This album came out in 94, one of the many fucking awesome albums that came out that year. And it's just an awesome album. It's such a great record, and, just check it out. It's awesome. And then the last one here, and it's probably my favorite here in this collection because Mrs. Gwen Stefani is on the front. It's No Doubt Tragic Kingdom. This is an awesome album. Probably one of my favorites that came out in 95. Besides probably Insomniac by Green Day or What's the Story by Oasis. But this is such a cool album, man. Like, you listen to it and it's so fucking 90s. It's not even funny. The drums are so sweet too. So they mix it with like a bit of punk, bit of reggae, some ska. Definitely classic fucking No Doubt there. So check out those albums. We got Tragic Kingdom by No Doubt, Throwing Copper by Live, Alice in Chains Unplugged, Pork Soda by Primus, 21st Century Breakdown, Green Day, and 40 Ounces to Freedom by Sublime. So I wanted to do that. Kind of go over some albums just randomly, see what I thought of them. But where are we at right now? I know this is probably kind of a boring episode, but I always, when I look, when I look for articles, usually, when Matt was helping me out, I'd just say, hey, Matt, could you find some articles? Dude, you find some really good ones. But I guess I'm just not taking enough time to do it. Plus, I'm going on fucking, CNN and shit, but not that that's the best or anything. Let's see what else InfoWars got, because I know they got some crazy shit. Banned videos. Banned videos? Let's see what else. Let's see what else. Diving into the past, black divers search for slave shipwrecks. That's cool. Giraffes have been misunderstood and are socially complex, study says. A year later, what we still don't know about the Beirut's port explosion. Oh my god, have you guys seen that video? The fucking, the explosion at, that plant or whatever in Beirut. I think it was, from, last year. It was fucking insane. Where's my cell phone? Because I actually want to watch that. Hold on. Here it is. Yeah, I mean, this video is insane. I don't know what caused it either, but I actually want to find it again. Yeah, if anybody here hasn't seen it, go look it up. It's fucking crazy. And there's so many, it's in Beirut, so people are filming it on their cell phones, so hundreds of different people are filming it. And when the blast goes off, it is insane, dude. It is so loud. It's so big. Hold on. Beirut explosion. Explosion. Here it is. I only have the audio, but... So the building's burning right now. This plant is burning. Dude. I don't know, the video, I can't... There's no video format yet of this podcast, so I can't show you. But you guys just have to look it up because it was insane. Just look up Beirut explosion. You'll see a whole bunch of different angles, man. That's crazy. I actually want to read though how it happened, because I mean that was a huge fucking explosion. I mean, how did the Beirut explosion happen? That was one of the craziest fucking videos I've ever seen. A year on, activists and relatives of the more than 200 people who were killed in the blast are still seeking justice. More than 200 people were killed in a massive explosion at the port in Beirut on August 4th last year, ravaging the heart of residential areas in the city's vibrant commercial district. I just want to see what happened in Beirut. Okay, a giant explosion at a warehouse in the port sent a shockwave through the east and downtown Beirut at around 6 p.m. local time on August 4th last year. Videos of the blast posted on social media showed smoke billowing from the warehouse on the waterfront before a massive explosion produced a dome-shaped cloud that engulfed large parts of central Beirut. The force of the blast did tremendous damage to the surrounding neighborhoods and nearby buildings. The homes of tens of thousands of people were damaged by the blast. And what caused? Here we go. That's what I was looking for. Authorities say the blast occurred when a fire at the warehouse, Hangar 12, on the city's waterfront ignited a catch of ammonium nitrate. Okay, so it's a tongue twister there. Ammonium nitrate caught fire and it blew up. That's fucking crazy. Dude, look at this. Missouri governor pardoned St. Louis couple who pointed guns at protesters. You just see like this like old guy with like a sweater tied around his waist holding like a pistol up to these people. Yeah, bitch. China's biggest private companies are in chaos. CNN, man. Can't believe I come back to this every time. Hold on. Really need to start getting guests on here. Mayor of Boston equates proof of vaccination mandates to slavery as New York mayor makes it policy. Let's click on that shit. The New York mayor is making it policy now to get vaccinated. Acting Boston Mayor Kim Janey, whatever, shot down talks of mandating the proof of vaccination. In the city, comparing such papers to the Jim Crow era and former President Donald Trump's birtherism theories. That's a new word. We know that those types of things are difficult to enforce when it comes to vaccines, Janey, a Democrat, said Tuesday when she was asked if she's considering mandating vaccine passports. There's a long history in this country of people needing to show their papers, whether we're talking about this from the standpoint of, as a way to after. Wait, that doesn't make any sense. During slavery, post-slavery, as recent as, Wait, this is very confusing the way this is written. There's like no punctuation here. We've heard Trump with the birth certificate nonsense, she added. Here we want to make sure that we are not doing anything that would further create a barrier for residents of Boston to disproportionately impact BIPOC communities. Almost 4,000 fully vaccinated people in Massachusetts have tested positive for COVID-19. Whoa. Let's look at the numbers. Actually, I'm going to look them up on my phone because it gives me a better graph, believe it or not, on my phone. Here we go. Whoa! Look at that fucking spike. Okay, so at our lowest of the low was June 20th, and we had 2,900 cases. And now, August 3rd, we got almost 150,000 new cases. That's crazy. It's probably everybody not wearing like the mask. I mean, I'm kind of guilty of that. Like once things were looking like good, like we were out of the woods, people were just like, all right, you know, vaccine's working, and it might have, but now there's this new fucking variant. I don't know. Let it do its fucking course again. It'll drop down. I don't know. This wasn't the best episode, but I just wanted to get it out. Just kind of get more shit out for you guys. So I know, as always, I jumped all over the place here with the politics, the music, the CDs, but, you know, nothing new on the show here. So next time, for the next episode, I'm definitely going to try to get a guest on. Maybe I'll have Matt come back on. Try to get him on a couple more times before he leaves for California. So try to get him on, a couple more people. So, and I'm looking to take the podcast to video format soon too. So I'm working on that, working on getting that situated. So hopefully within the next couple of weeks, I'll be ready to do that. So, you know, keep an eye out for that. And yeah, don't forget to like and subscribe, everybody. Like the video, share the video, whatever. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye. Yeah, yeah.